2 belts. Sometimes I want 3, sometimes I want 4. But you can say you want 50 million and 60 million and have no belts. Fuck a belt, because they collect that. I don't know what my belt's at. I don't know what my belt's at. I know what them checks at.
I knew I had him anyway. I
mean, everybody knew.
No, but people didn't know, like, he actually can hit, like, when his punches was, like hard.
You felt it?
Yes.
Was he the strongest punch you think you ever felt?
Facts.
Really?
Yeah.
It's your boy DC Boxing TV. Hey, Turkey, this card that you put on, by far one of the biggest snooze fests I have witnessed of this year. Of course, you guys know Teofimo Lopez went up against Barboza Jr. Then you had Devin Haney went up against Ramirez. Then you also had Garcia versus Rolando Romero. And I just want to say every single fight that we watched went exactly how we didn't expect it to go. Teofimo Lopez was about the only exception on the fight card. You know, they fought right in the middle of Times Square, New York, supposed to be one of the biggest platforms of this year, and it came out to be one of the biggest letdowns in boxing of 2025. I want to start off with Ryan Garcia, man. He looks like a whole different fighter. A lot of people will blame PEDs, steroids, or whatever. I don't think that was the case. I think Ryan Garcia is just overboxing. Some would say, oh man, you giving him an excuse. He got in that ring, he got his ass whooped fair and square by Rolando Romero. Man, look, I'ma just say this. I'ma just say this. Boxing can be a corrupt sport at times. And we don't know whose side who's on. You got all these boxers signed to all these different promotions. How we didn't know this wasn't a jab at Turkey Al-Ashiki in the platform? How we didn't know this was a jab at the fight for Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney in the upcoming making with Turkey Al-Ashiki in the zone? It's a lot of different directions or reasonings we can go towards when it comes to why Ryan Garcia looked the way he did with Rolando Romero, but just from a boxer standpoint, he just went about that action. He got in the ring, he wasn't about that action. Rolando Romero showed up, he showed that he was ready to fight. He was already showing, he was calm before the fight even happened, bro. This whole press conference, the whole tour, everything up leading into the fight with Ring Magazine, Rolando Romero showed that he was just, he came out as if he just didn't give a damn about that fight. But when he got in the ring, he showed a whole different side of Rolly we didn't even see. You know, this also goes back to the time where people was like, oh, Gervonta Tank Davis, he fights nobodies. Rolando Romero, he fights nowhere. Well, look, Rolando Romero just put Ryan Garcia ass on the canvas and won by unanimous decision. Who would have ever thought? Got Ryan Garcia crying in his goddamn tour bus and shit. Like, come on, y'all. This can't be boxing right now. This can't be boxing right now. Moving on to Devin Haney. Devin Haney got up in there with Ramirez, and he ran the whole goddamn fight. You know what? Devin Haney fight with Ramirez kind of remind me of Shakur Stevenson versus Elwin De Los Santos. You know, because he ran around the whole ring. We didn't pay. You guys get paid millions of dollars to get in the fucking ring and run around. We got to do better, people. We got to do better. We got to do better. And I like Devin. You know, I think Devin one of them ones. But I don't know if they holding back because they don't want to give full potential because of the fights that they in or the platforms. I don't know. We need to go back to all access. Yeah. We need to go back to all access so I can see what they doing leading up into the fights. Because these guys getting up on these press conference, they going ham on each other. Then when they get in the ring, they ain't doing nothing but running around. We can't have it. Devin Haney, this was supposed to be the time you come and you showed out and showed people why you deserve to be in the conversation amongst the greats. You know, at least among your peer group. At least among your peer group. Because you supposed to be better than what you claim you is. Yeah, they were putting you on a pedestal up there with Floyd Mayweather, Gervonta Tank Davis, Shakur Stevens. Yeah, they were putting you up there. Yeah, Sweet Pete. Yeah, they were putting you up there. And they still got you up there as the thing. Because they said you threw more. They said you threw the least amount of punches, but you landed the most. And that's crazy to me. Because I thought Canelo Alvarez and William Scull was going to be a showdown. Yeah, I'm going to get to that fight. Yeah, I'm going to get to that fight. Because I thought that was going to be a shoe-in right there. Canelo Alvarez versus Scull. William Scull. But William got in the ring and did the same shit Devin Haney did. He survived. He survived the whole 12 rounds. Give him a round of applause. He put his son in the ring like he just had Canelo Alvarez's spirit out his chest. And motherfucker, you didn't do nothing but survived. If I was Turkey, he would never fight again in Riyadh. Yeah, he'll never fight again over there. Eddie Hearn on the outside of the ring, just smiling and grinning. Y'all taking money from Turkey Al-Ashiki, in my opinion. Y'all robbing them. Send their ass back over there with Al Heyman. Yeah, Oscar De La Hoya. Yeah. Send them back over there with Bob Arum. You know what I'm saying? Send them folks over there with them folks that's gonna make y'all fight. And then make y'all fight for what y'all worth. See, Turkey Al-Ashiki came in the game trying to make it look fair for all y'all, but y'all taking advantage of it. The only person that showed up and did what they were supposed to do that night was Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo Lopez, by hands down, he sold the fight, right? He sold those press conferences, and he got in the ring and he did what he at least tried to do what he attempted, or what he said he was going to attempt to do at the press conference. All the rest of them guys, it's like they were just reserving what they have for the big fight that was coming up. And that's not what y'all was supposed to do. See, a lot of people, they were trying to say, oh, Devin Haney looking over Ramirez. Oh, Ryan Garcia, he looking over Rolando Romero. And I don't even think that was the case. I think there was just more time to get these fights, a little bit more time to build up. Because if they let Turkey host all these fights, all these big fights, right, that's supposed to be coming up, what that does for the other promotions. My point exactly. It takes the money. So therefore, we need a motherfucker like Gervonta Tank Davis in the game. At least he gonna make you boys fight, tap that chin. At this point, I don't even care if my guy loses. Because when he get in the ring, at least I know he's gonna go out there and he gonna fight. Now, at the end of the whole program, you guys seen Turkey Al-Ashiki invited Terrence Crawford in the ring to face off with Canelo Alvarez. They faced off. People are checking for the fight, but ain't nobody really checking for the fight, bro. People want to see if Terrence Bud Crawford can at least sustain 12 rounds with Canelo Alvarez. And then the thing with Canelo Alvarez, they want to see if Terrence Bud Crawford, if Canelo Alvarez gonna get dead like Terrence Bud Crawford did Errol Spence. And I'm gonna just let y'all know right now, this gonna be a totally different fight. Y'all can stop trying to, well, Terrence Bud Crawford, he beat the hell out of Errol Spence. So when he get in the ring with Canelo, he ain't doing none of that. It ain't gonna go on. Y'all be lucky if y'all get a fight. Because see, that fight right there, that type of fight is supposed to be hosted by PBC. I wouldn't mind Matchroom or DAZN, but PBC, that's where the fights need to be, bro. Because they give us the all access, right? Or the face-offs, they give us some insight on the fight. They make you want to go get t-shirts. They make you want to, get involved. You know what I'm saying? They make you want to drop these videos. You know what I mean? PBC does, because they give us something we can look forward to. We need Jamal Charlo. We need the twins back. We need Errol Spence back. Fundora. Just give us some good fights, man. Give us some good fighters. Keith Thurman. We need new fighters. Because if this is what we got to look forward to, I don't want to see it. We need new fighters, man. I want to see what Abdullah Mason can do, man. I want to see what Kid Austin can do, man. We need the Vargas brothers. You know what I'm saying? We need some good fights, man. And we ain't been getting them. Because everything is a money grab now. Yeah, everything is a money grab. But what they don't tell you is if it ain't no history behind it, it's really not gonna do too much. Y'all ain't even building the fights up. Y'all, okay. They announced the fight, they put a cheap number on it, and then they just give it out there to the public. No, one thing about boxing is exclusive. When I watch a boxing fight, I need to feel like, man, I paid for it, but I'm paying for something good. I just feel like that Turkey Al-Ashiki, that whole Ring magazine, it was a money grab, man. And they broke the bank with that one. But yeah, man, that's all I got for this video, man. Man, but that is what it is, man. It's your boy DC Boxing TV. And we are out until the next round.
Come on, man. Look at my hair. I just got my shit done. But it's all cool, man. You know how I get. They love you and then they hate you. Turn around and love you again. You know what I mean?
Canelo, hell of a fighter. But my personal opinion, he's ducking Benavidez.